What is going on? I'm NewAdventure Time here, guys, to do the episode review for the episode of Adventure Time entitled Furniture and Meat. So let's start off with this episode review. So I really like this episode due to the fact that they showed multiple characters that we really don't see much. I mean, first off, we see Bebo and Neptune. I mean, the last time we saw the Meat was in Sad Face, but mostly we didn't see him do anything. And then one of the second characters that I noticed that was really that we liked was the Asian Cyclone Tandem War Elephant. That guy was like really cool, and it was kind of cool to see him back. But let's continue on. So the episode just starts off with Bebo and Neptune playing pirates, and then of course they hit the treehouse with just one swap hit, and then the entire gold all their gold and cash fall out. So this gives them an idea saying that they have too much money. Now, before we knew about the episode, I gave like description of the episode that we got on the wiki, and it said Finn and Jake have big money problems and head to the Wildberry Kingdom. Of course, most of us thought that Finn and Jake probably ran out of money, and they probably had to give it to like Princess Bubblegum since what happened at the tower, and it probably fought on the Candy Kingdom. They probably ran out. Well, we were wrong. The description was really good. Big money problems. They had too much money, and we didn't see that coming until we got the sneak peek. So, they just had too much money and didn't know how to get rid of it. So, they didn't really want to get rid of it. They wanted to spend it. So then, of course, Finn and Jake have mail from the Wildberry Kingdom, and decided to spend it there since that place is really fancy and they have lots of money. So, of course, they head there, and then Jake transforms into a truck, which was really cool. Like, just seeing Jake so fast grab that truck and then put all the gold in there, and then him driving it was like really funny. But this is one thing, as you can see the title, it says Adventure Time Furniture Meat Episode Review. Is Jake becoming evil? Now, what I mean by this is because we see in the episode that Finn tells Jake that they have a lot of money, and then Finn tells Jake that how did we get so much money? And he said, I stole it all. And then Finn is like laughing because he knows he's joking. But then, Jake just says, with the laughter that he's not joking. I'm guessing Jake actually did steal this gold somehow. I mean, also, I don't know what the episode was called. I think it wasn't that episode, but the episode where Tree Trunks tries to find out who stole her apples. And then Jake tells Finn that, oh, I remember this place. It used to be where I used to stole hauling bikes. And then he also said, this is where I stole purses. I mean, Jake is becoming a little more evil ever since that. And then this is starting to come back. And then also when we start seeing Jake when he gets obsessed with the money. But I'll get to that in a little while. So, continuing on with the episode, Finn and Jake keep bribing this strawberry guard. It was like one of the funniest parts I've ever seen. But right after he continues to bribe the guard, that's when he starts to get, like, not evil, but abuse the money by spending it as any way as possible. I mean, they practically spend all the money as best as they can by buying furniture and meat, which is why that's the title was called. I mean, I don't know why they called it Furniture and Meat. I mean, I just don't think that was a really good title. I mean, it wasn't really good of Adventure Time. I mean, they went to Wildberry Kingdom and spent some of it with furniture and meat. But that's all they could buy, but they still had a whole bunch left. So then Jake decides that he sees this guy walking who has huge legs and just tells him to dance. And then after that, the guard comes back and then just gives him more money to tell him to go away. I mean, Jake was abusing his powers a little bit. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think Jake is changing a little bit? But then we see Finn right there knowing that Jake is changing. I mean, Finn, he's a hero, man. He knows what's bad, and he knows what Jake is doing is kind of bad, and he tries to stop him. So then continuing to the episode, we just see Finn and Jake trying to find more ways to spend the cash, and then he tries to spend it by watching these couples snuggle and sleep in the bed. But I mean, Jake is getting a little bit obsessed with the money. I mean, he's trying to find out any way possible to spend that money and to give people cash. I mean, who wouldn't want cash? I mean, cash is still kind of working in the Candy Kingdom and in the Wildberry Kingdom. So like most people don't really have that much money as Finn and Jake, because I'm guessing they have too much money because they went off adventuring. They go off in a lot of adventures, and they found a lot of treasure buried around the entire place, Land of Oo. So then, Jake tries to tell these couple to do what he wants, and then he'll give them cash, and then they'll basically do anything for the cash, but Jake just abuses it so much. Then Jake tells Finn he has one more plan of how to get rid of the cash, and that's by sitting on Wildberry Princess's head, which is, I think he got too far on that one. But before that, Finn tries to tell the guys who were guarding the cash that he'll give away most of the money, but then he couldn't because, Finn tries to save the day by trying to get rid of the money, give it to the homeless, but then they get too excited with the money and try to beat him up for it, even though he's trying to give it away. So then, of course, like I said, Jake had a plan to give away all the money by sitting on Waterpaper Princess's head, but then this is where things got, not confusing, but, it's a little strange. Jake singing his money song, and then he goes to the Waterbury Princess, and then tells her to sit, if he'll sit in her head, he'll give her all the money, and then she gets really, really mad. I mean, she got so mad that she decided to take all their money and to execute Finn and Jake. I mean, what? Execute Finn and Jake? I mean, just because Jake was standing on your head? I mean, of course Jake was kind of abusing his money powers, but I don't think that she should have executed him. I mean, she didn't, which was a good thing. And then you see Wildberry Princess turning all red, even though she kind of was already red, which was kind of funny. But she kind of abused her powers too by executing Finn and Jake with the golden lava of their coins. But then Finn, thanks to this is another part that I love to see. We've never seen a part with Beemo and Neptune here to save the day. They saved the day by shooting an arrow. Robin Hood, aka Beemo, shoots an arrow and then hits at the other poor guy and probably dies. And then Beemo saves Finn and Jake. The funny part was Beemo was trying to hit that arrow, then he hits Jake by mistake, and then Jake makes a face. I mean, this episode had lots of things in it. So then Finn and Jake were able to escape, and then Wild Princess says, "The next time you show up, you will be executed." And then she just says, "Unless you write an apology later, then we'll be square," which was really funny. And that's how the episode ends. The money mostly got ridden away; it got shredded into gold, or gold. And then Finn has one more gold, and then he just throws it in the pile, and then it falls into a little hole, and then the whole place is out of gold. They have no more gold. That means they have more adventures for them to find. So I mean, it was a really good episode. I mean, it had some small flaws in it. I mean, I didn't really like the name of it. I don't kind of like how White Princess was trying to kill them or aka execute them, but it was still really nice to see Neptune and Beemo back and actually do something. Even the ancient second ten of War Elephant and see him talk, but it was a really good episode. What do you guys think? Did you guys like it? That is it for this review. I'm NewAdventure Time, guys, and I'm out.